The Netherite Beacon. It has long since been a quest of mine to get it in as little time as possible, as I try to speedrun it all in under 200 hours. And right now, I'm ahead of pace to do so. But in order to achieve this, I needed to make a plan, and I did just that. Roughly a year ago, 3 days before my first Netherite Beacon video, which is quite bad by the way, RazeWorks made this video about a redstone machine. This is the fastest TNT duper ever, especially when you consider its size. And he used this machine, which I nicknamed the Super Duper, to get 25 ancient debris. Plus, it didn't even take that long. So after watching the video through, I knew exactly what to do. To use the fastest method of getting ancient debris to get the Netherite Beacon. And today I talk about the math behind this monumental task, as well as how the Super Duper works, because it's really interesting. And a secret plan I have that I've been cooking up, that I will use moving forward, that will save me countless hours. This is how I'm using RazeWorks machine to get the Netherite Beacon. But first, I do just want to say, if you happen to enjoy this video, or if you want to see me take over YouTube in 2021, you can help me out by subscribing. Also, if you want to see this video go viral, consider sharing it with someone. All it takes is a couple clicks, and who knows? It could just happen. Anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so at the time, this had never been done before. And with WadZee already having the Netherite Beacon, I set out to beat his time at it. And after failing the last 2 attempts, I started my 3rd one. And right now, being only 6 hours in, I have 5 netherite blocks, in which I will use to construct the Netherite Beacon in survival Minecraft. So this machine, it may look complicated, but I assure you, it totally is. You're right. No, okay, the basis of how this works, it tubes this TNT right here onto this platform, and it spreads it to huge lengths to uncover ancient debris, literally everywhere. So this is what one looks like after it's all exploded. And as you can see here, there's just this massive crater in the whole zone it covers. And I could proudly say I have never died of fall damage in this before. I swear. Anyway, I have to set this up, clear any lava that is blocking the TNT's path, and then gather all this ancient debris in midair in 25 minutes if I want to keep my time on course. And to get the Netherite Beacon, I have to do this nearly 400 times. Like, bruh. And I'm only 14 times in, so yeah, I got a long way to go. But after taking a short break from the grind, I'm going to continue until I have this thing. Anyway, let's move on to the Super Duper and how it works, because it's actually really interesting. All the features it abuses to make it all work. You can just tell the time and hard work that was invested. Like RazeWorks, bro. He works. Anyway, I'm not going to go over everything here. Obviously, there's a ton of components, but I'm going to be going over the ones that I find most intriguing. The first one that I find most interesting is this repeater here. Not that repeater, but this whole thing in general. Because in order to make this whole thing as fast as it is, the redstone impulses being sent out needed to be as fast as possible, like every 3 ticks fast. The features they decided to use are all in this part here, and they truly show you how... What? I think my game's mega lagging out here. Okay, but to show you how this works, watch this. These go automatically on their own. You can turn this on and off at will. What's happening here is this redstone block is going back and hitting that piston, which activates it. And this slime block is allowing that to happen. And that's only one of the things that's interesting about this. So because these automatically go on and off on their own, you don't have to wait for some repeating signal to go on some repeating loop, like a lot of the times these type of things have. It's just back and forth because the signal is being moved there and back constantly. So in order to use this, a block is attached to the bottom here. But the problem is, there needs to be these blocks here. So the solution for this is to use leave blocks to the observer, because this would triggers the observer through the leaves, and it's just amazing they use that feature. And another one they use is this furnace. A furnace is an immovable object, so if I were to take this piston and put a furnace here, no matter what you do, it doesn't work. This piston cannot move. So that's also a really cool feature, because that wood allows the signal to extend longer, which is just crazy. Another feature that's more simplistic is this dual duper, which makes it so it can work twice as fast every 3 ticks, because there's 2 going at the same time. And something that goes along pretty well with this is the coral fan. As you can see, there is a double-sided coral fan here. And with regular TNT dupers, there's just one on one side, but what makes this so ingenious, when this goes forward, it dupes a TNT, and then when this retracts, it dupes a TNT. So both of those together make it 4 times as fast. And then you add that with this insanely fast 3-tick repeater system, and it's just so fast. But even with this being as fast as it is, other things have to be considered as well. And I have made some videos about some other things that'll save me some time, but here's how the math works out. Right now I'm getting 13 ancient debris on average every time I do this. But this is a temporary number considering I've only done 14 trials and some of those have just been outright awful, might I add. But yeah, on average I've gotten 13 ancient debris and also an average time of 26 minutes per run. You divide the total amount of ancient debris, which is a whopping 5,094, by this 13 ancient debris, and you get 391, which is how many super duper runs it'll take me to get it. You then multiply that by the 26 minutes it takes each time, and that is how many minutes it'll take. 10,188. And finally you turn that into hours and you get a whopping 169.8 hours, which is not only 30 hours shorter than WadZee did it, but it also is a pretty nice number. Okay, so now onto my secret weapon. And it's not actually secret considering I have mentioned it several times in the past on multiple occasions, but still, it'll save me so much time. What I'll be doing is while the super duper is running for the roughly 15 minutes that it does, each time I will be bed mining. This way I'll be getting double the ancient debris I would be regularly, making the time even shorter. By how much? I can't say for sure, but I know you can get a lot of ancient debris while bed mining. So if you combine the two, it'll be crazy. So yeah, so that's how I'm using Razeworks machine to get me the Netherite Beacon. If you guys want to see me do all of this, and sometimes epically fail while doing it, make sure to watch out for my live streams coming up here in the end of May. I'm going to try to be streaming as much as possible, maybe even every day if I can. Also, some of you guys were saying that I should do it on Twitch instead of on YouTube, because I've been streaming on YouTube. So if you want to follow me there, I will leave my Twitch channel link into the description, or you can just go and search BanterM Live on Twitch. Hey, but that's all for today, so until next time, BanterM out. Into space, literally.